Good morning, dear students. Myself, Dr. Haripriya, working as Associate Professor in the Department of Humanities and Sciences, MLR Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. In today's presentation, we are going to solve some problems that are based on hardness of water. So, if you see this problem 1, coming to its data, when a sample of hard water was analyzed, it was found to contain the following salts that were dissolved per liter. That means it is given in terms of milligrams per liter. So, what is the first salt that is given? Calcium chloride, which is present in 111 milligrams per liter. And the second one, it is calcium sulfate, 1.36 milligrams per liter. And the next one, it is calcium bicarbonate, 16.2 milligrams per liter. Magnesium bicarbonate, 14.6 milligrams per liter. So, basing on this data, that means using this data, we are going to calculate temporary, permanent and total hardness of given water sample in ppm and then degree Clark and degree French. So, let us go for solving the problem. So, here if you notice 4 different salts were given. 4 different salts were given. So, if you notice in these 4, these two are, that means calcium bicarbonate and magnesium bicarbonate are responsible for imparting temporary hardness to the water sample, and the first two, calcium chloride and calcium sulfate, are responsible for imparting permanent hardness to the water sample. So, first, whatever be the salt that is present in dissolved state in water, we need to convert them in terms of CaCO3 equivalent hardness. CaCO3 equivalent hardness. So, what is its formula? Amount of hardness causing salt, amount of hardness causing salt whole divided by its gram molecular weight, that means gram molecular weight of hardness causing salt into 100. This 100 is gram molecular weight of calcium carbonate. So, we have to substitute amount of hardness causing salt. Say for example, if you consider the first salt, 111 we have to substitute in the numerator and divided by its gram molecular weight, and then it is to be multiplied by 100. So, likewise, we have to calculate for all salts that are present in dissolved state. So, using this formula. So, let us do that part. So, as I told you, hardness causing salts we have to list out first. First salt, it is given like calcium chloride, and its amount, quantity, it is expressed in terms of amount. Amount, it is given in milligrams per liter, that is 111. So, immediately we have to find out its gram molecular weight. So, how to find out gram molecular weight? Gram molecular weight, it is obtained as the sum of atomic weights of individual atoms present in the compound. Say for example, I am going to calculate for calcium chloride. What is the atomic weight of calcium? Atomic number, it is 20. Atomic weight, it is 40. Okay, calcium atomic weight is 40. And for chlorine, atomic weight, it is 35.5. 35.5. As we have taken 2 moles, that is CaCl2, 2 moles of chlorine we have taken. So, 35.5 into 2. So, I think it is 71. So, total it is 111. So, gram molecular weight of calcium chloride, it is 111. Similarly, we can calculate for calcium sulfate. So, calcium, we know that atomic weight, it is 40. For sulfur, it is 32. Because its atomic number, it is 16. Atomic weight will become equal to 32. And for oxygen, it is 16. 16, and we have taken 4 moles. So, 16 into 4, 64. And by adding this one, 136. So, gram molecular weight of calcium sulfate is 136. In the similar manner, we can calculate gram molecular weight of calcium bicarbonate, gram molecular weight of calcium bicarbonate and magnesium bicarbonate as 162 and 146 respectively. So, this data, it is given in the problem, that is amount, which is expressed as weight, and then corresponding gram molecular weights also we have calculated, and then using the formula. What is the formula? I told you, amount of hardness causing salt divided by its gram molecular weight into 100. This 100 it is gram molecular weight of CaCO3. So by substituting all these things, we will get like, say for example, I am going to calculate for calcium chloride. Its amount it is 111, it is given in the problem. And then its gram molecular weight is 111, we have calculated. And then its CaCO3 gram molecular weight is 100. By substituting all these things, we will get 100 milligrams per liter. So that is its conversion into CaCO3 equivalent hardness. Likewise, we have to convert CaCO4, that is calcium sulfate, in terms of CaCO3 equivalents by using the same formula. 1.36 is its weight that is given, divided by its gram molecular weight is 136 into 100. So by substituting and simplifying, we will get 1. So 1 is its CaCO3 equivalent hardness conversion factor. So coming to third one, that is calcium bicarbonate. So amount, how much it is given in the problem, 16.2, and its gram molecular weight is 162. I explained you how to calculate, into, that is multiplied by 100, that is gram molecular weight of CaCO3. By substituting all these things, we will get like 10 milligrams per liter. In the similar manner, we have to calculate for magnesium bicarbonate. So 14.6 is its amount, and then its gram molecular weight is 146. Entire thing it is to be multiplied by 100. It is equal to 10 milligrams per liter. So likewise, each salt that is responsible for imparting hardness, we have converted into its corresponding CaCO3 equivalent hardness using this formula. So after calculation, now we are going to find out its temporary and permanent hardness. So let us see how it is. In these four, what salts are responsible for imparting temporary hardness? That is calcium bicarbonate and magnesium bicarbonate. So temporary hardness is purely due to calcium bicarbonate and magnesium bicarbonate. That means it is 10. For magnesium bicarbonate, it is 10. So coming to the calculation part of temporary hardness, it is purely due to, as I told you, hardness due to calcium bicarbonate and hardness due to magnesium bicarbonate. So it is 10 plus 10, it is equal to 20 milligrams per liter. So this is temporary hardness that we have calculated. And if you notice, in these four salts, calcium sulfate and calcium chloride are responsible for imparting permanent hardness. So what are its corresponding CaCO3 equivalent hardness? 101. So coming to the calculation of permanent hardness, hardness that is purely due to calcium chloride and calcium sulfate. How much it is? 100 plus 1. It is equal to 101 milligrams per liter. So we calculated temporary hardness and permanent hardness. And we know that the formula total hardness of water, it is equal to temporary hardness plus permanent hardness. So if you substitute temporary hardness as 20 plus permanent hardness as 101, so it becomes equal to 121 milligrams per liter. So this is total hardness calculation. So after that, in the problem, in the question, it is given like, we have to find out temporary, permanent and total hardness in terms of ppm, that is parts per million, and then degree Clark, and then degree French. So let us see that conversion factors. We know very well that 1 ppm it is equal to 1 milligram per liter, that is both are equal, and then 1 ppm it is equal to 0.07 degree Clark, and then it is equal to 0.1 degree French. So we got the total hardness as 121. So for 1 ppm it is equal to 0.07 degree Clark, right? So for 121 ppm it will become equal to 121 into 0.07 degree Clark. So it is becoming equal to 8.47 degree Clark. Same thing with 1 ppm, it is equal to 0.1 degree French. I just want for 121. So 121 into 0.1 degree French. So it is equal to 12.1 degree French. So in this way we are going to convert. And coming to permanent hardness, we got 101 milligrams per liter as answer. So it is expressed in terms of ppm. So now we are going to convert this one in terms of degree Clark and degree French. So as I told you, 1 ppm it is equal to 0.07 degree Clark. So for 101, what will be the conversion factor means 101 into 0.07. So it becomes equal to 7.07 degree Clark. So same factor we are going to convert in terms of degree French, that is 0.1 into 101. It is equal to 10.1 degree French. So using this conversion factors 1 ppm, it is equal to 0.07 degree Clark and 0.01 degree French. We are going to calculate these factors. So in the same way, we can calculate temporary hardness also. 1 ppm, it is equal to 0.07 degree Clark. So 20 we got the answer. So 20 into 0.07 degree Clark. So it becomes equal to 1.4 degree Clark. So and then 0.1. So 20 into 0.1 is the conversion factor for degree French. So it is equal to 2 degree French. So in this way, we are going to convert all the units, that is we got the result in ppm and we converted to degree Clark and degree French. So let us go with another problem, and the data it is given like a sample of water contains 100 ppm of total hardness. That means total hardness it is given in terms of ppm, how much it is 100 ppm, and then 25 ppm of temporary hardness. So temporary hardness is also given, they calculated. So it is equal to 25 ppm. So now calculate the permanent hardness of water in degree Clark and degree French. So what is the data that is given? Total hardness it is given, temporary hardness is given. We are supposed to calculate the permanent hardness. So what is the formula? Total hardness is equal to temporary hardness plus permanent hardness. What I want is permanent hardness. So it becomes equal to total hardness minus temporary hardness. So how much it is? 100 minus 25. So how much it is? 75 ppm. So permanent hardness how you are getting? Total hardness it is given like 100 ppm, and we know the formula, that is total hardness is equal to temporary hardness plus permanent hardness. What I need is permanent hardness. It becomes equal to total hardness minus temporary hardness. So 100 minus 25, it becomes equal to 75 ppm. So after getting the answer, that is in ppm, we need to convert that result in terms of degree Clark and degree French. So let us go with its solution. So as I told you, permanent hardness it is obtained as total hardness of the water minus temporary hardness of the water. So 100 minus 25, it is equal to 75 ppm. So far we have solved up to this extent, and then it is obtained in ppm. So I just want to convert in terms of degree Clark. So I know that 1 ppm it is equal to 0.07 degree Clark. So it becomes equal to 75 into 0.07. It is nothing but 5.25 degree Clark. So and then we know that 1 ppm it is equal to 0.1 degree French. So answer it is expressed in terms of ppm, that is 75 ppm. By multiplying with 0.1, 7.5, it is degree French. It is a conversion factor. So far what we have discussed, problems based on hardness of water, hardness in the sense temporary, permanent and total hardness we have calculated, and two methods, two different models we discussed in this today's session. So in the coming session, we will go for estimation of hardness of water using complexometric titration and EDTA method. So that's all for today's class. Thank you very much.